start webinar, Madam? Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Rabbi syrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma. Welcome to the IFAO International Webinar. I am Azmatul Alia, your host for today. Okay, I also would like to greet Chairwoman of IFPA, Professor Dr. Murniati Mukhlisin, and all invitation guests and others, and of course, our honorable speakers, Mr. Oscar Zaki, Dr. Laula Rahsyat, and Dr. Mahmud Shah Khan, and our moderator, Sister Indri Hendayanti. Okay, everyone, the main topic of today's webinar is digital innovation in various forms of Islamic financial planning. The session today will be delivered by three speakers from USA, Malaysia, and Pakistan. Oh my God, three countries, yeah? Okay, and our moderator will help us explore this topic in depth. Okay. Our speakers already in this room, right? Okay, Dr. Laula, Mr. Oscar, and Dr. Muhammad Shahkan. Okay, thank you for your attention in this webinar. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the opening session. Let us reciting Basmalah before we start this webinar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And without further ado, I would like to invite on Chairwoman of IFPA, Professor Dr. Murniati Mukhlisin, MICC, CFP, EFP, AAPP, KFC, to deliver welcoming speech. Okay, so Madam Ani, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa sallim ala alihi wa sahbihi amma ba'd. Bismillah wa yasirli wa la bi lisani yafqahu qawli. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Sadaqallahul azim. Our respected speakers for today, inshallah. Thank you, Dr. Lalwa, for your time. I'm sure it's very precious for you, but you sacrifice 2 hours or 1 hour plus, inshallah, with us. And Dr. Oscar Razaki, thank you very much for your presence and your contribution so far for APSI, for IFPA. And also we have Dr. Mahmud Shahkan. I know you just spent lots of precious time in Lahore for the conference. It was a great conference, mashallah. And thank you for coming. And also Sister Indri and also our MC today. Thank you for bringing us together, Sister Maisha. Thank you for your hard work. And the rest of the participants. I just like to appreciate this program by saying that digitalization, of course, has significantly reshaped Islamic financial planning by improving accessibility, transparency, and compliance with Sharia principles. Why is it? We understand that by making everything available a digital way, we'll be able to see all the transaction, whether they are compliant to Sharia or not. So if we look at the fintech development, fintech progress today, then if you engage with fintech, you can always see them on the website, and then you will see how they they do the campaign, they do the promotion, and also how they go with the projects, etc. You can see everything transparent. Of course, it is not enough because there are other methods to actually control and still to make sure that everything is in place. That is why we need to have uh, a contribution as well for the to shape the humans on behind the fintech, behind the digital technology, etc. So we need to have still imbue them with the Islamic principles. So again, uh, in why is it uh, accessibility and inclusion are important? Of course, in Indonesia, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, when I started involving myself in the fintech, I thought fintech could help to disseminate and to increase inclusion, not only people in the Java Island, where the capital uh, is in Jakarta, is located, but also in some other islands like Sumatra, Sulawesi, Kalimantan, Papua, etc. But after I joined FinTech and this little bit survey in 2025, we found people engaged with digital technology, with the financial technology, is still dominated by people in Java Island, unfortunately. So this if Park had made good progress by conveying the message to the authority like Bappenas, BJK, Bank Indonesia, Minister of Finance, that we need to have a proper infrastructure. One. Second, a proper as well literacy. So to get more people engaged with the benefit of financial technology. So that is why the greater accessibility and inclusion can be improved if these two things are in place. Second, automations of Sharia compliance. I'm sure Brother Oscar is happy to share with us on the Faraid calculator, Faraid digital approach of Faraid calculation, and we'll see how this power can be as easy as clicking your finger. And the third is actually a trust, transparency. Of course, we understand that we have a case like in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Pakistan. We have a case of fraud in a fintech, Islamic fintech companies. It happens recently in Indonesia, where the Sharia Indonesia made a sorry, I'm very sorry for this one because I know the company, I know the owners. I didn't really expect that to happen because Dana Sharia Indonesia made a very good progress in the past 3 years. So, but again, the control system, this, the ecosystem has to work hand in hand. And fourth, efficient zakat and wakaf management. We understand through blockchain, zakat and wakaf management can be very much efficient and as well to improve their transparency. For instance, when you do wakaf fund, for instance, you contribute for wakaf for, like say, establishing a hospital. So if you see how much actually you give them, for instance, $100, but do you know where the money goes? Do you know how the money will be spent? Having blockchain technology, it will be very possible to find out. So we hope that to be in place. I already spoken to Basnas and Badan Wakaf Indonesia in Indonesia, and as well every time I had a good chance to speak in a global or global or international level of Wakaf Zakat and Wakaf conference or seminar, I convey this message. And the fifth, we would like to see how the personalized financial planning also taking place. And sixth, global connectivity. Now today, Alhamdulillah, with the help of technology, thanks to technology. Of course, we have to be very grateful to what Allah has made it happen to everyone. Yeah, so we are connected between Malaysia, Pakistan, and USA with only one platform. So lastly is cost reductions. And we understand that by having um, technology, financial technology, so we don't really need to meet the customers. We don't really need to meet um, your investors. Between the crowdfunding platform, we will be able to meet between the investors and the MSME entrepreneurs. Just like Dr. Lalua, I did many times to meet her, and she also contacted me many times to meet. Unfortunately, we just couldn't make the time. Like Jakarta, between Jakarta and Bogor is very near. It's not like Malaysia or in Jakarta and Kuala Lumpur, but still, but Alhamdulillah, today I meet her again in person, in person in digital way, inshallah. So thank you, Dr. Lalua. I'm sorry for, messing up the schedule between both of us, and inshallah we'll meet and hug each other as usual, inshallah. So thank you everyone, and Dr. Shah from Kuala Lumpur, of Selangor is also with us today. And also we have some brothers, brother Asian brother Asik Maiduku from Nigeria is also with us. And I hope other brothers and sisters from other parts of the world or parts of Indonesia will be coming and joining us. Thank you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oh my God. Thank you, Madam, for beautiful speech. Okay. Before we begin the session, we would like to take a group photo with all the participants and our expert. Okay, let's open the camera. Okay, thank you. Okay, to all participants, there are 3 slides. Okay, get your best smile. Ready, and I will take the picture. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The second slide. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The last 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay. Now I would like to turn to moderator to lead the session. Her name is Indri Hendrayanti, SABA AWPS. Sister Indri is a graduate of the Economic Department at Mulawarman University and Islamic Studies at IOU. She is a Muslimah activist actively engaged in educating women about Islamic economic and financial planning. Sister Indri is also an education counselor and a book author. Okay. Hello, Sister Indri.
Yes,
Are you ready?
Assalamualaikum. Yes, sister, mashallah. The sound is clear? Excuse me?
Yes.
The sound is clear?
Oh, sorry.
Can you hear my voice?
The sound is very small.
Oh, now is it clear? The sound?
Okay, it's clear. Okay.
Is it clear, sister?
Yes. Okay. Are you ready, sister?
Yes, yes.
Insyaallah ya.
Sorry, the sound is clear? Yes, I checked the sound, please. The
Okay,
sound is
yes. Okay. Okay, please lead our session tonight, Mr. Indri. The floor is yours.
inshallah. Sorry, what's wrong with my speaker? Yes, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Excuse me, the sound is clear,
Yes,
my sister?
I can hear you.
Clear, Miss.
Okay, I can't hear any voice. Okay, let's start our session today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Alhamdulillah,
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Alhamdulillah,
wabarakatuh.
Rasulullah, wa ala alihi wa man wala ma ba'd. Welcome, all our listeners, speaker, and also all participants, mashallah. Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to gather today in this blessed international webinar. And salawat and salam be upon to our Prophet Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And welcome to our distinguished speakers, Mr. Oscar Zaki from USA as the founder of Mawarid Tech, and also Mrs. Dr. Lalua Rasiat from Malaysia, and also Mr. Dr. Mahmoud Rahman from Pakistan, inshallah. Okay, as I'm Indra Nayanti, inshallah, and we'll be as a moderator for tonight's international webinar session. And mashallah, it's a truly honor to guide this webinar, and I hope our time together will be insightful, engaging, and also beneficial for all of us. Okay, for our first speaker, inshallah, is uh, Mrs. Dr. Lalua Rasiat. Yes, Dr. Lalua Rasiat. Thank you. Mashallah, as we know that Dr. Lalua Rasiat is known as the Money Queen and is a distinguished advocate for lifestyle economics, financial literacy, and also sustainable finance with 25 years of professional experience in academic and corporate position across Malaysia and overseas. Okay, please for Mrs. Dr. Lalua Rasiat, let's begin our webinar tonight. It's your time, please.
Yeah, is it okay? Can you hear me, everyone? Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam
Okay. All right.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, I can't hear Ibu Indri just now, but I hope that it's okay now. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
brilliant.
our moderator should increase her voice, so no problem. I'll tell her. I told her already.
Yeah. I thought it was just the Wi-Fi, but I think it's okay. Can I proceed? Is it okay? I assume it's my time, yeah? All right. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening. All right. First and foremost, I would like to let me share my slide first anyhow. Is it okay? Can I share my slides?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. Stop sharing. Bentar ya. It's just a small, a short slides, but I guess, okay, I think it's the right one. But I guess it's better to have something that we can refer to, right? Okay. Is it good? Yeah?
Yes. Good.
Good. Yes, perfect.
Is it good? I mean, is the slide projected?
Clear. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, okay.
Clear.
Again, Assalamualaikum, very good evening. Thank you to Prof. Muniati, Bu Ani for the invitation. It's an honor for me. Thank you, Ibu Indri, just now, the moderator. Thank you to Azma, the MC, and thank you also to Mesha for coordinating such a brilliant monthly gathering, I reckon. So, IFPA, yeah, this is the Association of Islamic Financial Planners. I wish there is something like this in Malaysia. We do have some, like we call it in IIUM, I would say. That is the only body that I refer to as well. Not that many, because we are so small in the number, all right, in Malaysia, even though we have a lots of policy maker here, but it's kind of, in terms of association, it's quite small. I would love to join Ibu Ani and all the association in the future, inshallah. So today term, I was given this Sharia FinTech opportunity and risk. So basically, to be honest, because of the demand in Malaysia more for financial literacy on my side, Money Queen has received a lot of invitation on my side. So fintech, I am not really updated so much, but I do some reading, of course. Every now and then I do read, and also for me, financial literacy also need to have fintech awareness. But when it comes to Sharia, I would reckon that we have the same development, yeah, between Malaysia and Indonesia, because we keep refer to each other a lot, yeah, Bu Ani. Yeah, we do refer on the policy, on the Sharia base, on the board, and also on the implementations. I think we refer to each country, yeah, both neighboring countries. So we recently local on lots of the policy. Maybe perhaps the difference that I can see here is just maybe the acceptance and the awareness. That's it. But I think in terms of policy, opportunities and risks, we face the same thing. Maybe risk a little bit different, but nevertheless, I reckon we have almost the symmetric same overview. So before I go further, so this is a little bit about myself. People call me Money Queen here. Maybe the demand of Money Queen here is higher than fintech. I fall in love with fintech when I was working in the UK, in London, in 2022. Yeah, 2022. Yes, correct. Post-COVID, I was there for almost a year, fintech advisor in one of the company in Liverpool Street, in audit firm. So that's I do a bit of fintech consultations. At that time, actually, I'm more focused on sustainable investment, DeFi, decentralized finance, but it's a little bit touching and more to fintech. So then I came back home in 2023. Last 2 years, because I just finished my PhD and whatnot, and so I would think that I will be back in the tertiary university. But again, after 2 years, I think teaching full time is not for me. I like sharing session, but maybe not teaching per se. So here I am for the last 1 year, try to I commute a lot. Yeah, last year to Indonesia and here, and I think the project that we done is already finished, so I'm not sure when is my trip to Indonesia next. But nevertheless, Jakarta is I would say that, Buani, I was there for almost every month, right, last year. So we have a clash of jadual gitu ya, schedule, but nevertheless, I might going next week for a personal reason, but inshallah. So this is a little bit about me. You can reach me out in all the social media in the world. Being a fintech kind of person, I mean, all the social media is whether I'm active or not. So let's talk about what is Sharia fintech or Islamic fintech. I think it's just the name has been used in these terms, but I think I like Sharia fintech better. So I think it come back. I think whether fintech or just a traditional finance, we have the same fundamental. I think the principle fundamental is important. That's why I think this Maghrib principle, it will be around for a long time. Yeah, because I think we in the Quran also have mentioned that this is the three fundamental that everybody have to base on when you doing a business negotiations. So I think I will not go through in depth on this, just touch base there. So everybody know that it's a Maghrib, Maise, Garar, and Riba. So this is the three principle where Islamic finance always based upon. Same goes to fintech, Islamic fintech as well. So the key word is we need to have this physical asset back, yeah. Kita ada must have that physical things that we refer to. We cannot just base on create money over money. That is something that is uncertain and it's not permissible in Sharia fintech, yeah, in Islam. So the business will be not really, I would say, transparent and accountable. I think that is why Islamic finance is actually accepted to the world. Do let me know if I'm overrun, yeah, because I have the tendency of talking non-stop, but please do stop me, yeah. Okay, now we move to the overview first. Okay, let's see the development of fintech or Islamic fintech. With I would say that fintech is not just about halam alif lam halal. Yeah, Sharia fintech. I mean, it's not about that Arabic huruf. Yeah, Arabic arts halal only. Yeah, it's about how we actually rewiring our fundamental finance to more to Sharia finance. We need to rewire what we have in the traditional finance to what we have in current world digital age. So this is basically integration that must be done. So acceptance are quite large and it's increasing well. I would like to share the other statistic later on. So this is a recent one. We had a very tremendous, I would say, development, and I would say Islamic fintech is playing a major part. I think it's 1/3 of the asset back of the world. So basically, we have the opportunity. So there is the opportunity there. So let's move to before we go for we move to our neighbors. Yeah, more. I mean us, Malaysia and Indonesia, because I believe that a lot of us today is based in Indonesia, yeah, and then a few in UK and Pakistan, I believe. But let's have this figure first. When we talk about growth, I think Southeast Asia playing a major impact, especially because our population are majority Muslim. Yeah, so Southeast Asia hold almost 1 trillion in the financial asset. Okay, Islamic financial asset, to be honest. I think the most reason why it is happening is because I think everybody are digital savvy. Yeah, everybody have a mobile, and even that Southeast Asia also been known as the most highest mobile first population. So meaning, we do have like somewhere neighbor like Indonesia have 300 million population. Of course, everybody have had mobile phones. Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Thailand, I think everybody have handphone. And we are neighboring with India and China, which basically the largest population as well beside Indonesia. So I think that is why Asian have shown a tremendous increase for the last 10 years, I would reckon. I don't want to talk about this because I think you guys are from Islamic finance. Most of you from Islamic finance, and perhaps you do notify that we are actually a big hub. All right, a bit behind, I would say, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and Qatar. Okay, but we are I would say the developing countries or the second countries second world. They call it a second world that is actually play a major part in Islamic finance. All right. So Malaysia is leading the GIFT index in Southeast Asia. We are the second place after Saudi. I think everybody knows the statistic. And Indonesia, not in terms of the traction, but in the terms of adoptions, you are the highest here, Indonesia, because of the population. And I would love to comment congratulations to Indonesia because you have done P2P lending a very, very tremendous. I would follow Alami. I think Alami, one of the apps, if I'm not mistaken, that have done a very transparent and accountable in terms of how you actually offer. That is quite good. I would commend that. So this is another thing that I would like to touch. And I think the main reason also why Malaysia and Indonesia are playing a part of this Islamic finance because we have a very strong regulator. You have OJK and we have SC, Security Commissions. These two bodies have their own framework. I think almost the same, both of us, and we stronghold with the principle. That is the reason why we would play a major part of this. We are very transparent. Berapa, kan dah cakap Melayu pula kan, okay? How much that we contribute, that is what we display. And we are, I think that's also if in Malaysia, I don't know if there's any Malaysian here, there's a case of, I think our the highest roles in Islamic finance has been charged of bribery recently. Yeah, I don't want to call name here, but if I call the name, I think everybody knows who he is. It's been accused yet. Yeah, it's not been charged yet. Still in the court, but that is how transparent we are. So we try to play with that, and I think that is why Malaysia, no Indonesia, this is two countries that you cannot play with the transparency. So kudos to both of the countries, yeah. All right. So and then we move to what happened. Why actually UK, which is a non-Muslim majority nation, are the one of the top 10 of the highest Islamic finance, I would say, yeah. This is because I think because they are the strongest who hold in sustainable finance, yeah. When they hold to sustainable finance, I think everybody we should agree that Islamic finance or Islamic fintech, we are part of sustainable finance, yeah, or sustainable investment. You cannot run from it because the concept that we run has been acknowledged by the whole world, which is very ethical. Yeah, we don't oppress people. So because that is the main part of sustainable finance, equality and whatnot. So that's why I reckon UK has used this sustainable finance as their fundamental, right? Which integrated or correlated with Islamic finance principles. So that's why UK are also a main player here. And I would like to, I don't know whether it's inside my, okay, no. I would like to also share with you guys that I am so surprised that recently Luxembourg, the smallest Europe country, yeah, Luxembourg has get into the top 10 of this GIFT index. Luxembourg, very small in population, but apparently they have a big volume. So that is another thing. I think the reason why, again, if I may just have a hearsay is because maybe they have a very strong sustainable principle there. Yeah, they are very transparent, not just, I think, like example, all the Scandinavian country, also Sweden, they are very into sustainable finance, ESG finance, green fund and whatnot. So I think they are not obligated, they not restrain themselves from investing in Islamic finance or Islamic fintech. So that is another reason why I think Luxembourg, another country that is not a Muslim majority countries, get into that GIFT index. So would to show that we have we mean Sharia finance or Islamic finance, we have a very strong sandbox. Everybody is following us. So I would love to reckon that. And I've been called to London last November to talk about Muslim entrepreneurships, how actually they find their funding and whatnot. So that's another things that I think why UK actually open to Islamic finance, yeah, because we do actually have a very good principle, good framework and whatnot. All right, so let's have moved to the second outcomes that if give it to me, the opportunity. Okay, before we go to the opportunity, I think it's might as well we'll think about what actually that make us strong. Okay, for me, none other than we tick all these four checklists. If you tick all these four checklists, trust me, it will, whether you like it or not, whether you worry or not, Islamic fintech or Islamic finance will actually make it. So the opportunity is there if you everybody of us take all this. And first, we should look for the board of that Islamic fintech or of that apps. Let's say we are looking for an apps. First thing, look who are the board of that apps. Who are actually behind this supervisory, advisory kind of thing. What certifications that they impose. So those are the important thing that fintech apps need to have. Yeah, Sharia fintech apps. I think in Indonesia, correct me if I'm wrong, you have this DPS, am I right? DPS as part of the certificate in Indonesia. And Malaysia, we have SAC. All right. So those are the things that people cari logo itu ya. People chasing for that logo. Oh, this apps is been verified, certified by certain bodies. So that is, I think, the first reason why we need to be transparent and why the most important. Because I think OJK and SC, they said that you need to have this. Second, you need to have a very strong framework. I think our OJK and SC have drawn it. We need to have the akad, yeah. You need to have that simple akad, which everybody knows. I think the people, we need to, how say, also we need to inform people that you have the business. Like in a marriage also, you need to inform people that you are married, yeah. It's sunnat, right? It's sunnah to tell people that you are getting married because there is a lot of things can be avoided from notifying people, okay? That is the most thing that you need to have a transparent contract or akad. Yeah, you need to tell people that you have a business. And lastly, I think the most important, if you have to have the asset, is a tangible asset that you are actually transact. Yeah, it's not just you moving money to make another money. So that is a things that I think this is a fourth checklist that is important. And I think Indonesia have a lot of case study, meaning I have a lot in terms of number. Malaysia, we have not many players. Okay, that's what I would share with you. We don't have too many players. We only have micro lips. We only have tekun or all this government back or agency because we only have that. And okay, this is a one-off case. I think I like Alami because a few more. I think I went to OJK last year early, is it, or 2 years ago? We talk about P2P specifically, where I bring my student at that time. At that time, I still attached with Asia Pacific University, and they give a lot of case study at that time. I was like, okay, I cannot keep with this. It's too many. In Malaysia, we only have not more than 10 players in P2P, and mostly are not Sharia based. So I would share with you. Mostly are not Sharia based. Perhaps they are known. They have the license from the Security Commission, but they are not Sharia based. Just a small fraction. I think 3 or 4 that is actually a Sharia based. So basically, more to say that what I'm trying to say that case study is important because that is the one that who lower the risk to all the, I would say, the takers. The takers here is the individual or a small business that asking for a fund to proceed with their business. So I think this is important for them. And okay, what is the risk? Just now is the opportunity. The risk is, okay, I would like to talk about buy now, pay later. people are being, how should I say, last year I was invited to on Malam Raya, on the Eid night, okay, in this what we call Jalan Masjid India, where people buy last minute preparations, famous things in KL. So I was invited for a live 30 minutes, and they are talking about buy now, pay later all the way. What they're asking me is, buy now pay later, say no interest. Why there is an interest? I say there is not an interest, there is a late payment. Because you offer buy now pay later to a normal person, to more on the ordinary person, and they are actually struggling, they pay late. So there is a fees. So it's not interest per se, it's actually fees. But there is a lot of I would say Sharia said that it's not permissible, to give late fees thingy. I think there is a quite a debate at the moment, and I have not heard any conclusion yet to the debate. And what not here is something that we should avoid. The gara, the speculation that will actually effect on the Maisir as well. The gambling matters. Okay, from gara to Maisir is a normal thing. And this is not just for Sharia fintech. This is all for any tech. The data privacy is also another debate here. There is no such thing as privacy at the for current world with the algorithm that is going on. There is overflow of data leaking, so it's hard to get back all together. And last but not least, I think the famous term that has been currently used is what we call Qari'ah washing. You use the word ha lam alif lam, you use the word green logos, you use the word hadith. Sometimes it's also like how should I say, manipulative in a way. So Sharia washing is another terms which is same as greenwashing and window dressing kind of thing. So this is another thing that everybody need awareness. I think most of the things that of this risk, I think the key point is to be awareness. To have the education and to be aware. So dalam erti kata lain, I think everybody need to read more. Semua kena ada membaca. I know everybody have the handphone in the phone in their hands, right? Educate every morning. I do that. I read lots of just a brush through summary every morning because it do help actually. You never know, because as I said in most of television interview, when it talks about fintech, scam is an industry. It will not go away. Once you know that there is such scam, trust me, it's not even rectified, you can have another scam that is coming up. So we are competing with never ending story of industry. It will be there forever. What we can do is just minimize our interaction with this scam. All right, so I think is it almost, and then okay, this is the one I say, Sharia washing. It's basically one of the things what I think I mentioned already is the Islamic BNPL trap. It's easy to get loan or personal loan or BNPL in this current and tough world. But end of the day, I think it's not actually 0%. It might be 0% if you pay on time and whatnot. If you delay only one day, you already been paid 10 ringgit. Di Malaysia, you lambat 3 hari, you late for 3 days, you got to pay 10 ringgit. Sometimes your BNPL is not that much anyway, So those are the things where I think you need to educate yourself. So pokok pangkalnya, it come back to use yourself, in the video, they need to actually kejar ilmu itu, you need to rajin membaca. That's one of the things that I do actually suggest. So I think I have another 0 minutes. So the key takeaways of today is we have the opportunity. Okay, we are big. Sharia fintech is almost 200 billion US dollar. Okay, especially in 2029. I was told that we have that target in 2029. We have the opportunity. Always refer back to the regulatory, okay, because itu sahaja yang boleh buat kita come back to the real way. I know there's a lot of offer outside there. Please be aware. that something that is too good to be true, it's not actually a reality. So you need to always verify what apps. Yeah, the NPL can be a lot. The apps, and then P2P. I think Indonesia cases is P2P, more to P2P. Malaysia cases is more BNPL. Okay, which is open to a risk. Again, study the apps, study the provider that you are dealing with. What are the asset back for this P2P? What are the invoices or the contract that been you deal with? So once you know what you put yourself in, then you will know how big is your risk is. And last but not least, jangan terpedaya, don't fall into the traps of Sharia washing. I don't want to touch about the tokoh yang kami yang sedang berbicara di mahkamah sekarang ni, tokoh Islam di Malaysia. I won't touch about it because with current world, lots of things might be happening. So we don't know where is the arah to that cases, what is the conclusion for that case, but nevertheless, that is another thing that it's quite dangerous. So, moral of the story, you cannot rely on anyone. Read, make aware, always keep informed. I think that is the key word here. And also, I think another thing that I always believe, even though people see that I'm modern and whatnot, I always believe that I always come back to what my late mother always teach me: be more wasatiyah, yeah, moderation in world and in akhirat. I might enjoy my life here, but to be honest, I cannot wait to see my parents there. So be moderate, yeah. Don't be greedy, yeah. Sometimes too good to be true investment and whatnot is sometimes is not that sweet. So that's all I think for me, and I take 3 more extra minutes. Sorry for that. And with that, thank you everybody. Thank you Ibu Ani and thank you Ifpa for the invitation.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. Inshallah, shukran, jazakillah khairan. Thank you very much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Lalwa Rashid, for, mashallah, very insightful session, mashallah. Thank you very
It's
much.
just it's just a brief through, Indri. It's just the brief through.
Mashallah.
Nothing much. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay. Can you still hear Dr. Lalwa or?
I can say for a few more minutes. So sorry for that because of the 1 hour differences. I lupa sangat yang we are 1 hour differences. I do have appointment in half an hour, but I can stay. Do I should take a Q&A or what should I do, Indri?
Yes, we will have question and answer session after the second and third speaker, inshallah. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Lalwa. Mashallah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, all the participants, we already heard a very insightful material, mashallah, Alhamdulillah. And for the next speaker, inshallah, Mr. Oscar Zaki, mashallah, you ready? Mashallah, yes, inshallah. Mr. Oscar Zaki as our second speaker. And as we know, yeah, that Mr. Zaki Oscar as a founder of Mawarid Tech, and he lives in USA now. And also he is as a senior solution architect and also lead developer. He's also as a technology provider for IFESDC, yeah, Mr. Oscar, or International Conference of Islamic Finance for Sustainable Development 2025, organized by the World Bank and also Imam Center, mashallah, and many more. His experience in provider, mashallah. Okay, please, for Mr. Oscar Jaki, it's your turn to deliver the session, inshallah. Please.
Thank you very much. Allow me to share my screen. Can everybody see it?
Not yet, sir.
Yet.
Yes, already.
Okay.
Okay, we have
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ya, Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Rabbi sahli sadli wa yassirli amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Yes, thank you, Madam Ani, for giving the opportunity to share about the digital innovation in Islamic finance, and also for IFPA for allowing me to become a speaker. I'm still new in this Islamic Sharia sector, but by profession. I'm a technologist. I'm solution architect I have my own business, Nobel Smart, and then recently I've started Mawarib Technology, and I have 26 years of experience in the industry. So 2 years ago, I took some certification with Madam Ani for Islamic finance, and then I thought, there are some gaps here, so let me do something. So that's the reason. Now, I will share a little bit more about my experience in the US. So, digital innovation is reshaping how we plan, protect, and grow our wealth. Back in the days when I came to the US, uh, I didn't have any experience of managing finance. All of us. Um, were in college, we were told to do this, to do that, but very few of us were actually educated about finance. So we all trying to figure out ourselves. The same thing when I came to the US. We don't know anything. We don't know the industry, and so we had to try to figure out ourselves. Now, the Islamic finance industry is actually very new in the USA compared to other parts of the world where Indonesia is more advanced and UK even more. So Islamic financial planning is not just simply financial planning with our product, but it is a value-based system that connects income, saving, investing, avoiding debt, risk protection, zakat, inheritance, family protection, and community development. So this is where we have to focus on, and then the next era will be Islamic financial planning with digital, cross-border, personalized, transparent, and trust-centered. Right. Now, in the US, the demographics are very young because there's still a few, maybe about 6 to 7 million Muslims. ISPU report shows that the US about 26% of Muslims are ages 18 to 24 compared with 10% of general public. This is matter because a lot of younger households are in the early life stage where financial habits are formed, where you get education, you get first job, marriage, children, home purchase, insurance, investing, and retirement planning. Just for example, as a first generation from Indonesia coming to US, we have to figure out everything now. Um, there are halal options for investment and all that. So, and back then we didn't know, and there was no option. Now I can educate my children about all of these options. Now, the US Muslims are also highly diverse. There's no single majority. 28% identify as Black, 24% as Asian, 20% white, 12% are Arab, and 9% Hispanic. And also education is strength. 36% of Muslims hold a bachelor degree, equal to general public, and then 40% are current students. So I'll skip some of these statistics. 70% of Muslims are employed and 8% are self-employed. This is important because being a self-employed Muslim, sometimes we need financing, and then there's not that many options for Muslim business owner for halal option of or interest-free financing, as mentioned by Dr. Lalwa. By geographic distribution, The Muslims are concentrated in major metro areas. There are many are in New York, California, Texas, New Jersey, Illinois, Michigan, Virginia. I'm in Virginia and Maryland. A lot of Indonesian are in Maryland and Virginia, and some in New York. So national surveys show that average Muslim have income about household income is about 100,000 or more dollar, but some also have income below 30,000. Home ownership and Muslim is about the 37% compared to 50% of adult US. And median income in the US is about 84,000 US dollar. The religious data show that a lot of these Muslims are in different geographic area, as I mentioned. Um, so now Islamic finance in the U.S. Exists, but it's fragmented. There are options for home financings. So the Guidance Financial is there, UIF is there. Islamic banks, there are maybe less than 10 Islamic banks. There is Stern Salem Bank in Michigan. There's Devon Bank also in Michigan. They are now online. So basically anybody can start opening accounts anywhere. For investment option, one of the early provider is Amanah Funds. They offer halal mutual funds, including equity funds and sukuk focused participation fund. Wahid Invest is newer. Azad is also newer. And there are a few other newer option Islamic financing platforms or digital platforms. And then there are the New York stock index also have a Sharia index. So that is where some of the stocks are focused on Sharia compliant indexes. The regulation in the US, everything is regulated by the SEC, Security and Exchange Commission, and anything that is related with financing, Islamic finance has to deal with SEC. So SEC adopt regulation best interest and form to improve transparency. So the regulation is there, and dealing with broker and dealers must also be transparent. Guarantee is up to $250,000 of investment is insured, and brokerage firm are also protected. So there are several Islamic brokerage firm, and also for startups. Recently, there are some venture capitalists that provide funding for businesses, but mostly in IT, not traditional businesses. In general, traditional businesses who are run by Muslims, or in general, everybody would go to small business administration, and that's where they provide funding. And of course, because they are based on American institution, it's an interest base. As I mentioned earlier, the technology enables these are some of the platforms, the Wahid, Zoya, and health screening, etc. And the technology enable Muslims in the U.S. to enhance their financial planning in 5 ways. First, they have access that everybody in 50 states can receive guidance where no Islamic finance specialist is nearby, because not everybody is expert in Islamic finance. Second, personalization, that AI and data can tailor plans based on income, family size, debt, risk tolerance, madhab, zakat, immigration status, and long-term goals. The third is transparency. Digital platform can show why investment is halal and what screens were applied, where purification is required, and what risks remain. The fourth one is automation, contribution, rebalancing, zakat estimate. A lot of these, investment provider already have option of, ethical investment. Don't call it Sharia compliant, but ethical investment. Then the fifth one is inclusion. Digital platform can also serve students, gig worker, immigrants, women, convert, low income, and cross-border household at a lower cost. So what is the opportunity for, sorry. Now what's missing is that there is no unified financial platform. Then very few takaful solution. Cost of debt in the US is very expensive. It takes about 10,000 US dollars just to get buried. So to die, you have to have $10,000. And of course, everybody wants to be buried in a Muslim way. So that's one thing. There's no general protection. There is life insurance, life insurance and death insurance and all that. But again, like Sister Lalua mentioned, it's all riba and gharar, involved in that. So what other missing pieces is there's no unified dashboard for zakat, investment, retirement, debt, estate planning, takaful, and inheritance. There's no Sharia compliant protection, and there's no digital estate and Faraid planning integrated with US legal documents. Few weeks ago, at the masjid, there is a inheritance lawyer coming to explain about the process of Faraid and all that. And all of those, they have to comply with US federal law and then state laws in terms of inheritance. And they are complex, and then there's taxes involved and all that. So it's not simple. And then there's what other missing part is the Sharia compliance small business financing at a scale is missing. And transparent purification and zakat calculation across portfolio. Yes, there are multiple investment provider, but they don't provide zakat calculation. AI can be helpful in assisting in financial planning and helping with regulation. So what is the opportunity for planners here? That the planner is not to be replaced by technology. The planner is to be powered by technology. The planners can use digital tools to educate, to screen model, to screen finances, to create model, to compare, to monitor, and serve more families. But the trust remains with human. You cannot trust, just machine and then give everything to machine to do everything. The most successful planner will combine technical knowledge, Sharia literacy, empathy, cultural fluency, and digital delivery. The opportunity is to move from product sales to life stage planning. That, first paycheck and then go to marriage, children, home purchase, business launch, college saving, retirement, elder care, death benefit, estate distribution, sedekah, wakaf, and legacy. So these are the stages, and then everybody is at the different stage. For example, there is no Muslim senior care industry in the US. And senior care is expensive. So that's another thing. For youth, professional, yes, they have options. But the main challenge is also not only technological. Regulatory complexity, differences in Sharia interpretation, data privacy, cybersecurity, financial literacy gaps, product scarcity, affordability, and trust. So planners must be careful not to overpromise halal without explaining methodology, limitation, risk, and regulatory disclosure. Digital Islamic finance must avoid becoming just the halal label, like Dr. Lalo mentioned. You actually must deliver uh, based on the maqasid, the protection of faith, life, intellect, family, and wealth. And so recently I developed a platform, Mawarid as a Takaful as a service. This is a digital infrastructure for protection. Start with just life protection, family protection right now. The concept is simple, that many Muslim, and it has been implemented in many places in other parts of the world, in Indonesia and Malaysia, but there's nothing in the US. So the US has limited accessible takaful style option. That what Mawarid provide is digital infrastructure layer for community-based protection, contribution management, claim administration, and member onboarding, compliance workflow, beneficiary records, and financial education. It's not just an app, it's an infrastructure model. It serves families, masjid, association, employers, and Islamic financial planners and community organization. Include protection planning alongside investing, zakat, estate planning, and inheritance. And what the strategic positioning is from halal investing to holistic Islamic financial planning, and from individual wealth building to community risk sharing. The high-level protection looks like this: is a faith-based protection without insurance, and the structure is a three-in-one ecosystem where there is a community, Mawarid Society, the community engine, Mawarid Foundation is the anchor, and Mawarid Technology is the takaful operator. And this is how we envision it to be. This is the path to sustainable impact. And so that is in detail. So let me just play this video. Hold on. Why is it not playing? Um, Sorry about this. Yeah, hold on. Let's share my screen here.
What will remain when you're no longer here? In Islam, planning your legacy isn't just wise, it's a responsibility. Through Faraid, the Islamic law of inheritance, every share is sacred. Mawarith empowers you with Takaful as a service, a revolutionary platform for Sharia-compliant estate planning. With AI-powered inheritance calculators, Islamic will generation, family and asset management, and more, Mawarith makes it simple to fulfill your obligation, preserve your values, and protect your family. Because true wealth is a legacy guided by faith. Mawarith, the world's first takaful as a service.
All right, thank you very much for the opportunity. And as closing, the future is integrated, digital, and value-driven is the opportunity to build holistic Islamic financial ecosystem. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And I'll stop sharing.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mashallah. Thank you very much, Mr. Oscar Zaki, for the valuable insights, knowledge, mashallah, for us here. Mashallah, alhamdulillah. Can you stay for the question and answer session, inshallah, Oscar Zaki?
Yes.
Sir? Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, because Dr. Lalua has to leave earlier. Yes, Dr. Lalua. Yes, maybe.
Still there.
Yes, please, Dr. Lalua, maybe for to deliver a closing statement for us.
For closing statement, oh my God. Okay, I think it's more fair if you guys have any questions, but as I said, I'm not that expert in the technical term of fintech, but in terms of awareness, I would be able to share with you guys, all of you. So I am so sorry, I have to leave because there is another function, and I'm waiting for my transport. But nevertheless, again, I'm not sure what should I close here, but you may reach out to me in any of the social media. I think I'm more frequent, active in my LinkedIn. All right, just Google Lalua Rashad. I think there's only Lalua Rashad in the world so far. Kalau jumpa siapa-siapa yang nama Lalua Rashad tu, bagi tahulah ya. Okay. Yeah, but anyhow, thank you so much ya. Kalau again, in other words, keep informed. Selalu membaca, listen to what happening in the world. Scam is dangerous. I remember during COVID, almost 5 billion ringgit Malaysia lost in Malaysia within 6 months because of scam. So itu sudah statistik. That is a statistic that is worrying and very dangerous. So whatever we do, stay to the principle, keep informed, and always move forward because everybody want. I think dalam agama kita pun, in our religion also, always teach us or ask us to move forward. Selalu pertingkatkan diri. That is part of our apa orang kata motif dalam hidup, yeah, in the world. Alright, so I think that's it. I won't be able, I mean, kalau nggak ada soalan, if there's no questions, I think I leave it to the moderator, and then to the expert to pursue the question and answer later on. So, Bapak Oscar bisa ya, tolong jawab soalan-soalannya.
Inshallah. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Dr. Lalua, for IFPA has a symbolic certificate for you as contributor,
Thank you so
as
much.
speaker for IFPA April session tonight. Mashallah. Yes, please, Sister Asma, for the e-certificate for Dr. Lalua, please.
Oh, this is so sweet. So, oh my God, thank you so much. How? So short.
Yes, and we'll send also.
Oh,
We'll send also.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you,
Dr. Lalua.
Ibu Ani. Thank you so much.
Mashallah. Jazakillah khairan, Dr. Lalua. We'll send also the certificate.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Dr. Lalua. Thank you so much.
I'm so sorry, Bu. Lupa timingnya 1 jam. So sorry.
It's okay. Thank you very
Jumpa
much.
lagi ya.
Okay, see you next session, inshallah, Dr.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Oscar Jaki. Inshallah, we are going to our third speaker, inshallah, with Dr. Muhammad Mahmood Shahkan from Pakistan. And as we know that he has up to 25 years of experience in teaching and also research in banking, finance, and economics, mashallah. And he was also the founding director of the Institute of Islamic Banking's IIB, and also been as the founding editor in chief of an academic journal named Islamic Banking and Finance Review. MashaAllah. For Dr. Muhammad Mahmoud Sakan from Pakistan, it's your time, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
MashaAllah. Yes, please, Doctor. We have 20 minutes, inshallah. Thank you very much.
All right. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to all dear participants and distinguished panelists. It is my pleasure to speak today on the topic integrating zakat, wakaf, and social finance through digital platform. So let me share the slides first. So inshallah, in today's session, I will discuss how digital innovation is transforming Islamic social finance and how we can utilize these tools in a way that is both effective and Sharia compliant, ultimately leading to barakah in our financial lives. So let me take a start with a simple observation that as you know that over the last decade, the global Islamic finance industry has grown into trillions of dollars. At the same time, the studies suggest that the zakat potential alone in many Muslim countries is sufficient to significantly reduce poverty levels. If properly collected and distributed. Now consider this, despite this potential, a large portion of zakat and charitable funds remains either uncollected, inefficiently distributed, or poorly documented. But today, digital platforms are changing this reality. In countries like Indonesia and the Malaysia, fintech solutions have increased zakat collection, improved transparency, and enabled real-time tracking of social impact. So we are now at a very important point where Islamic social finance meets digital innovation. The question is no longer whether we should adopt technology, but the real question is how do we integrate it in a way that is both effective and fully aligned with Sharia principles. So let me begin by setting the context. Why is Islamic social finance so important in today's world? So as you see that Islamic social finance, particularly zakat, waqf, and sadaqah, plays a central role in building a just and balanced society. These instruments are not only acts of worship, but they are also powerful economic tools that help in poverty alleviation, redistribution of wealth, and promotion of socio-economic justice. Now, with the rise of digital transformation, we are witnessing new opportunities. Technology is helping us improve efficiency, increase transparency, expand outreach, and strengthen the governance mechanisms. So before I go to in detail, let's have a recalling of basic concepts. Zakat is on obligatory charity, usually 2.5% of eligible wealth, with the purpose of purifying wealth and redistributing resources in society. Waqf is a long-term endowment. It creates sustainable benefits for society, such as funding schools, hospitals, and public services. And Sadaqah, on the other hand, is voluntary. It is flexible and allows individual to respond quickly to social needs. So the digital transformation in Islamic social finance, you can see that now we can collect, manage, distribute, and monitor Islamic charitable funds through mobile apps, online platforms, blockchain, and AI and data analytics. So there are some key platforms and tools for Zakat digital platforms. You can see that automated Zakat calculation, Nisab tracking, direct payment gateways, beneficiary matching. So there could be a conceptual examples, Zakat calculators integrated into banking apps, NGO-based Zakat distribution portals. So these could be the examples, and these are being implemented, what I have heard, in Indonesia and Malaysia. You can see that the digital work platforms, cash work platforms, crowdfunding work projects, tokenized work assets, which are based on blockchain. Same is the case with Sadaqah and crowdfunding platforms, which helps to raise funds. There are micro donations via mobile apps, emergency fundraising, and peer-to-peer giving. So behind these platforms, there are important fintech enablers. Blockchain technology enhances transparency and ensures that funds are traceable, reducing the chances of misuse. The artificial intelligence helps in identifying deserving beneficiaries and improving the efficiency of distribution. Mobile financial services are particularly important for reaching remote and unbanked populations, thereby promoting financial inclusion. So, fintech is not just supporting, it is transforming the entire ecosystem. Now let us bring this discussion to an individual level. That one important question is, do we actually plan our zakat and charity, or do we treat it as an afterthought? Digital tools now allow us to automate social giving, for example, monthly deductions for the sadaqah or scheduled zakat payments. The financial planning apps are also integrated zakat calculation and charity allocation into one system. This leads to a more holistic approach where wealth accumulation and social responsibility go hand to hand. There are several clear benefits. First, the efficiency. Funds can be collected and distributed much faster. Second, transparency. We can track wherever our money is going in real time. Third, the financial inclusion. People who were previously excluded can now participate. Fourth, accountability. Digital records reduce corruption and leakage. And finally, increased impact. The better targeting means greater social returns. So, however, an important point to remember is that not all digital solutions are Sharia compliant. We must ensure that funds come from halal sources and are used in halal ways. There must be no involvement of riba, and transparency must be maintained. Zakat must be distributed according to the prescribed categories of beneficiaries. One challenge we face is lack of standardized Sharia screening and differing interpretations across countries. So due diligence is essential. Alongside opportunities, there are risks. There is a Sharia risk where funds may be used in non compliant ways. There are technological risks such as cybersecurity and data privacy issues. Governance is another concern, especially where regulatory framework are weak. And finally, behavioral risk. The digital convenience may lead to impulsive giving without proper planning. So while technology is powerful, it must be used responsibly. Now let us connect this discussion with the concept of barakah. Barakah is achieved when wealth is earned in a halal way, obligations like zakat are fulfilled properly, and charity is given sincerely. Digital tools can help us remain consistent, disciplined, and more aware of our financial responsibilities. But we must remember technology can facilitate charity, but intention and compliance bring barakah. From a broader perspective, different stakeholders have rules to play. Regulators need to develop Sharia compliant fintech frameworks and strengthen governance. Financial institutions should integrate zakat and waqf into digital banking services. NGOs must adopt digital platforms to improve transparency and build trust among donors. A collaborative approach is necessary for a strong ecosystem. Now, to conclude, digital innovation has the potential to revolutionize Islamic social finance. It can enhance efficiency, increase outreach, and strengthen governance. However, technology must always be aligned with Sharia principles to ensure ethical usage, sustainable impact, and true financial barakah. So let me end with the thought, if we combine modern technology with the timeless principles of Islam, we can transform not only individual financial behavior, but also the well being of society as a whole. Thank you very much.
MashaAllah. Thank you very much, MashaAllah, Mr. Dr. Muhammad Mahmud Shakan, for a very insightful and beneficial knowledge for all of us here, MashaAllah. Thank you very much, Jazakallah khairan. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, we've already got a presentation from all of these speakers tonight. And inshallah, we are going to the next session's question and answer session, inshallah. And for all of the participants, please, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand maybe and speak directly, or you can write your question in the chat box, please. Yeah, maybe for the first Q&A session, we have 2 questions first, inshallah. Yes, please. You can raise your hand, introduce your name and where are you from, or you can write the question in the chat box, please. Okay. Yes, we have Mr. Oscar Zaki and also Dr. Muhammad Mahmud Shahkan. Yes, do you have any question? Okay, maybe before, we're still waiting for the question for all the participants. Maybe I have a question. May I have a question?
Is that in a chat box? The questions are in the chat box?
Not yet, Doctor.
All
Yeah.
right.
Can I have a question maybe?
Yeah.
I want to ask for Dr. Mahmoud. I saw in your presentation that we see any risk where digital innovation might unintentionally dilute the spiritual dimension of financial planning. So what do you think, how should we as the practitioners maybe navigate the risk?
Okay, as I told you that there are different type of risk. So it depends that what kind of role you have while having such type of apps, or like I talked about the Sharia risk, the technological risk, and the governance risk and the behavioral risk. So it basically uh, depends upon the individual. Definitely, when we talk about the behavioral risk, it depends upon the person who is actually giving zakat or sadaqah. That I mean, uh, what kind of behavior he is having. Uh, just a digital convenience uh, may lead to a impulsive giving without proper planning. So I think that uh, he he must have a plan. He must have a very calculated, the things with him, and with that, he or she should use these apps, the digital um resources. And same is the case if we talk about the Sharia risk. So definitely, the muftis, and they have to take care of that type of risk, that any kind of, say, riba or gharar or mesar should not be involved in such kind of, transactions. Thank you very much.
Yes, mashallah. Thank you very much, Dr. Mahmoud. Jazakallah khairan. Okay, we have one question in the chat box, in the private chat box. For
I have a question
maybe
for
can for Mr. Oscar Zaki also, and also Dr. Mahmoud. Are younger clients more likely to trust digital platforms over human advisors? And how can we are as a financial planners build trust in a fully digital environment, sir?
Dr.
Yes, for
Fine.
Oscar Zaki first,
Oh,
maybe.
for me? Okay, sure.
Please, sir.
Yes. So digital, we should use digital platforms only as a tool, but the principle should always be, the basic, the basic principles, the protection, the five protections of Islam is there. And then this is where, like I mentioned, this is where the financial planners play a role. Yes, tool tool will always be there, but then if you don't know why you're doing it, what's the actual rules involved and all that, and what should you be doing outside of the tool, those are where the planners should be helping. And the planning session can be conducted differently, can be conducted through community-based, like many masajid in the US, they conduct webinars and then sessions for community, because that's where the trust is built. Um, you know, if if they know that the planners is part of the community, then they would potentially more involved in doing the financial planning rather than just doing it on their own. On another side, financial planning is like everybody wants to do it, but nobody wants to tell what other people what they're doing. So, right? So that's where personalization is there, and then that's I think that's the role of financial planners. Unfortunately, in the U.S. financial Islamic finance is not uh, growing as much as in other places, and that's where the role of for community and Islamic finance to educate. Yes. Any other question? I have a
Yeah.
question for Dr. Kando. So, but go ahead.
Okay. Wait a minute, Brother Rafi. Inshallah, after this, Mr. Dr. Mahmoud will answer the question first, and after that, Brother Rafi, inshallah, you can ask question. Yes, Dr. Mahmoud, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, that's the question. Sir?
Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear. Actually, here is a Maghrib time.
Oh, yes, yes.
So that was of the Azan.
Yes, it's about younger clients that more likely to trust digital platforms over human advisors, sir. And how can we, as a financial planners, build trust in a fully digital environments for the younger clients?
All right. What I think is that the younger clients, uh, in my view, they they trust more than the older ones because they are used to uh, use the new technology, the digital platforms, and they since they have been habitual to use it, so I don't think so. They feel a hesitation to use these. Rather, I think they are encouraged to give to participate in the social finance uh, by using these digital resources. So, what I think that they trust more than the older ones.
Inshallah. Yes, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mahmoud, mashallah. Yes, that's maybe so the financial planners should have also digital platform skills, yeah? So the younger clients can trust with the advisor also. Okay, thank you very much, mashallah. Okay, next questions, please. Brother Rafi, yes, you can introduce yourself and ask the question directly. Yes, it's yours, please. Yes, Brother Rafi, please. We can hear your voice. Yes, Brother Rafi. Brother Rafi, do you have any question? Oh, I'm still waiting for Brother Rafi. And for all the participants, if you still have any questions, you can raise your hand and ask the question directly.
I have a question for Dr. Khan.
Yes,
I, yes, Dr. Khan, I know recently, or maybe it's been a while since Pakistan constitution requires Sharia compliant. I think Pakistan is actually the first. I don't know if whether it's the first or not. How is it implemented practically? Are banks applying Sharia compliance or just curious? Thank you.
Inshallah. Yes, thank you. Thank
Dr.
you.
Zaki, are you asking to me?
Yes, yes. Dr. Mahmoud, please.
All right. So I didn't pick your question. I think you are asking that we have applied the Islamic financial rules on the conventional banking, and our state bank, the central bank, the State Bank of Pakistan, has given the date of 31st December 2027 to convert all the conventional banking into the Islamic banking. So they have given the target, and almost six banks now they have full-fledged Islamic banks, and others are to be converted very soon in the Islamic banks. So, your question is that how do we implement the um, Islamic banking principles in the conventional banks? So, we usually follow the IOFI standards, and all standards we are applying on our banking system, and we are very much aligned from the IOFI standards and the State Bank of Pakistan rules and regulations. And there is a separate division in our state bank known as Islamic Banking Division, and which actually regulates the whole Islamic banking financial system in Pakistan. And now the Islamic banking is growing, and we actually claim that we have the most sophisticated application of Islamic financial uh, contracts in our Islamic banking system. And Alhamdulillah, the process is going on, and it is going very smoothly. And very soon we will have a 100% Islamic banking system in Pakistan.
MashaAllah. That's great. Good to hear. Thank you.
MashaAllah. Yes, thank you. Jazakallah khairan, Mr. Oscar, and also Dr. Mahmoud, MashaAllah. Okay, we have another question for Dr. Mahmoud. We still have one question more. It's about gold investment, Dr. Mahmoud. The question is, how is gold investment by using digital platform? What do you think based on the Sharia and also the risk? Gold investment by digital platform. Okay, please, Dr. Mahmoud.
Okay. Is that question is in the chat box, or you are just asking me?
No, no, direct
Actually,
message. Direct message.
I didn't pick your question. Can you ask me again?
Yes, it's about gold investment, Doctor. Gold investment by digital platform. What do you think based on the Sharia and also the risk?
Which investment?
Yes, gold investment by using digital platform. Because in Indonesia nowadays, many digital platform for gold investment.
For
It's
actually
like e-gold like that.
goat investment?
Yes, gold.
All right. But in Pakistan, uh, I mean, this concept is quite new, and uh, no proper example is in Pakistan. Uh, it is not started yet in Pakistan.
But what do you think about gold investment by digital platform? Yeah, Dr. Mahmoud, is it good based on the Sharia or how is it?
All right. If you if you just ask me the question in written form, na, I can answer you in a better way. Actually, na, I'm not picking you. Uh, there is a little distortion in your voice here due to the low signals of internet. So is there any possibility if you write your question in the chat box? So I would be better to answer.
Oh, yes, doctor. Yes, I write the question.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. That about gold investment. Okay, thank you very much, Jazakallah khairan. Maybe for another question from the first. Yes, don't forget. Oh yes, please, Sister Dahada, please.
All right. So your question is the gold investment by using digital platform.
Yes.
So in Pakistan, right now, uh, nobody has developed such type of digital platform in which we invest gold. So there is no example which is common in Pakistan where we can invest gold. So now in Pakistan, this industry or this such kind of digital platform in which we can invest gold has not been established so far.
Okay, Doctor. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Amida. I'm from Pakistan, Khurshid Ahmed Institute of Islamic Economics and Finance, UMT. My question is from the both respectable professors. Actually, in Pakistan, we are used to pay our zakat charity by individually by our own self, and rarely use the financial institutions and other source. So my question is, I have an online banking, uh, and the bank have gave us the option to pay our zakat or our charities in the particular defined accounts. My question is, what is the kind of use and these bank are used to utilize these type of charities or zakat or in the actually, I'm not clear. Okay, what is their source to pay off our these charities and zakat to the deserving people, or the masarif, or they are paid on the truthful masar on the masarifs. It's actually a type of question or type of confusion. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. So I would like to answer this question.
Yes.
The very first thing is the procedure of the card to be deducted by the banks is basically in Pakistan. The banks deduct the zakat from the accounts of the customers on first Ramzan, unless or until you mention that just do not deduct the zakats from my account. Otherwise, uh, it is written that they deduct the zakat from the accounts of the customers on first Ramzan. So once they deduct the zakat, so that zakat amount becomes the liability uh, for the banks to pay to the Baitul Mal or to some charitable institutions. So what I believe that the zakat type of thing should be given by an individual to individual, not individual to the group of people like organization, any charitable organization. So I think that a, a person who is uh, uh, having the ability to pay zakat should give zakat to another individual who deserves zakat. So this is my answer. Uh, the other distinguished panelist, if he wants to add anything.
Yeah, thank you. So I cannot. I'm sorry, I cannot answer the situation related with in Pakistan. Um just because I'm not familiar with the the system, the banking system, etc. But I can share my experience in the U.S. that there in the U.S. because when everybody receives salary, you cannot uh, basically you cannot. There's no such thing as zakat, deduction, etc. But the IRS, the government tax organization, allows you to deduct to do it on your own. So let's say you claim that you donate this much money for charity, that's your zakat. So let's say if you pay 2.5% of your salary, you can deduct that in your taxes that you pay this much uh, to this masjid, to that organization, to anybody, then you can deduct it from your income, and that actually reduce your income. So that's in general how you do it. There's a maximum though of how much charitable you can use if you are an individual tax payer. If you're a business, then maybe more threshold of how much you can donate, just because they won't let you to donate everything and then not pay taxes too. Even though you pay a lot of donation, you still have to pay taxes, unfortunately. That's my answer. I hope that helps. Thank you.
Okay, inshallah, thank you. Jazakumullah khairan. Okay, Sister Saida, do you still have any questions? Or that's enough? The answers? Okay, inshallah. Yes, enough. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Oh, we still have any questions? Mr. Oscar Zaki, in the chat box, a question from Sister Erika Oktasari. I'm curious about the Mawaris platform you are currently running, which offers more benefits to individuals or companies, and what kind of benefits does it provide, sir?
Yes, thank you. So the platform is built based on the need that in many Muslim communities in the U.S., the cost of dying is expensive. The burial cost is expensive. But there is no in Islamic Sharia compliance solution, unlike in other places. There are insurance, but of course the insurance, the traditional insurance is contains riba, garar, and mesir. So, and that is why the Mawarid platform is built based on takaful principle. So basically, a community can have a Mawarid chapter, and then that's where everybody chip in some money, and then when somebody pass away, we pull the money from that pool and then help the person who pass away. In Indonesia, we have something called arisan, right? So it's similar with arisan, but it's like arisan kematian, except in traditional arisan, everybody wants to win the money. Now, as an arisan kematian, nobody wants to win because for you to win the arisan kematian, you have to pass away. So that is, yeah. So that's but it can be expanded to other type of coverage, inshallah. Thank you.
Yeah, inshallah. Thank you, Mr. Oscar Zaki. How about the answer, Sister Erita? Do you still have any questions? Oh, dana kematian, like that?
Yes.
Mr. Oscar. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, usually in Indonesia, there is in every RT.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We
that.
don't have RT here, so.
Yeah. Oh, mashallah.
And
But in
Madam Ani is helping with that. So, with the yes.
inshallah. Yes, thank you very much. Jazakallah khairan. Okay, do you still have any question? Inshallah enough, yeah? Okay. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, we finished our Q&A session today. And before we close our session, maybe Mr. Oscar Zaki and also Dr. Mahmoud, could you have closing statement for us? Please, yeah, for Mr. Oscar Zaki first, for your closing statement, please.
Yes. My closing statement is that technology can be a tool, but we still have to understand the principle of Islamic finance and the protection of life, wealth, alcohol, and others. And then we cannot rely on the tool to apply everything. So you still have to understand the principle and then use the principle. Technology is only a tool. So thank you.
Inshallah, thank you very much. And for Mr. Dr. Mahmoud, please, for your closing statement before we.
Right. So what I want to say is that the digital innovation is not just a tool. It is an opportunity to revive the true spirit of Islamic social finance in a more impactful, transparent, and globally connected way. Thank you very much.
MashaAllah. Thank you very much, Dr. Jazakumullah khairan. Okay, alhamdulillah, my brother and sister, we finished our question and answer session tonight. And maybe Sister Asma, we can give the symbolic certificate speakers, Mr. Oscar Zaki and also Mr. Dr. Mahmoud Sakan.
Okay. First, maybe Mr. Oscar Zaki, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Wait.
Yes, Mr. Oscar Zaki. This is a symbolic certificate from Islamic Financial Planner Association. Jazakallah khairan, mashallah, for insightful and valuable presenting today, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan.
Thank you very much.
And also for Dr. Mahmoud Sakan, Jazakallah khairan, for the valuable knowledge for all of the participants tonight.
Jazakumullah.
Yes, Sister Asma, e-certificate. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khairan. Okay, thank you very much to our distinguished speakers, Mr. Oscar Zaki and also Mr. Dr. Mahmoud Sakan, for the valuable insight, and also Madam Ani, mashallah, Jazakillah khairan, as the chairwoman of IFPA, and all of the participants for your thoughtful presence, mashallah, and also engagement. May today's discussion not only inform, but also inspire us meaningful action, and we can moving forward, inshallah, with digital platform. Okay, inshallah. See you again in IFPA next session in next month, inshallah, and have wonderful step
Inshallah.
ahead, inshallah. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah
Thank
khairan.
you very much. Thank you, Madam Ani.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Dr.
Okay, I will
Yeah.
give to our MC, Mr. Asma, to close the
Thank you.
session. Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Asma,
Assalamualaikum.
please.
Yes. Okay.
I can leave, right?
Thank you
Thank
to
you.
Sister Indri for your lead our session and discussion, and also to all speakers. So we have a very meaningful and insightful. Hopefully, we can all use vintage in our Sharia financial planning maybe in the future. Okay. I saw in the chat box who want to get member of IFA. So I want to share one important invitation. If you believe Islamic finance planning is not just a profession but a responsibility, then this is your moment. The Islamic Financial Planner Association is currently opening membership registration. Because IFA is more than an association, it is a professional home for individuals who are committed to advancing Sharia compliant financial planning with integrity, competence, and impact. Okay, as an AFPA member, you will gain access to professional development program and certification pathway like this, exclusive discussion and knowledge sharing forums, national and international collaboration, a network of practitioner, academic, and financial activists, and the last and a platform your credibility in the Islamic financial planning industry. Okay, if you're a financial planner or an academic or researchers, or maybe a student of Islamic economics gitu ya, or we will invite to you go up with us. Okay, and the registration details will be shared on official IFPA channels, so don't leave. Okay. Okay, mashallah. I see that many want to get member IFPA this night. Okay, wait.
Ms. Indri, just close it. Close the session. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Thank you very much for all the participants. See you next session, next month, inshallah. Subhanakallah bihamdik, syahadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh. Jazakumullah khairan for all. Thank you very much,
Brother
Madam
Muhammad
Ani.
Lawai Maidoki, Jazakallah khairan.